everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be canning up some milk. This is another one of the Rebel canning videos because the USDA does not suggest canning milk. However, a lot of people do it, so I'm going to do it too. I have regular milk and chocolate milk that I'm going to be canning up. I have done this before and the regular milk came out to me a little more like evaporated milk than drinking milk. I think it changes a little bit, but we're going to do it together and you can determine for yourself. So let's get started and I'll show you what I'm doing. I am going to be using the cold method on this one, so that means I'm using cold milk, cold jars, cold water, cold canner, and we're going to bring everything up at the same time to the same temperature. So I'm just going to be pouring milk straight from the jug into my quarts. You can do any size jar, they all process for the same time. It's really important in canning that you start everything at the same temperature. So that's why if you're gonna do hot canning, then you want hot jars. Okay, that was 1%, now I'm going to do 2%. I haven't really noticed a difference between the 1% and the 2% when it comes to opening them up and using them. When it comes to wiping the rims of the milk, you do not want to use vinegar in this case because any kind of vinegar or acid at all will curdle your milk. So I just get a dry paper towel and just try and get all of it up. I must ask you a question. Have you been watching my videos without subscribing? Make sure you like, subscribe, and press that bell so you'll see every time I post future videos. Let's get back to, shall we say, canning. And then we're just going to put our lids on there. Make sure these are clean and dry. Okay, same thing, you want a dry paper towel, no vinegar. Wipe those rims really good. Okay, and then your rings go on fingertip tight, just like before. Did 2 more quarts of regular milk just to fill up my canner. If I'm going to be doing it, might as well make a full load and fill it up. You're going to put your lid on. Got some arrows here to follow so you know which is which. Fill it up. Now everything is still off. Remember, cold water, cold canner, cold jars, cold milk. So now we're going to turn it on. Going to just turn it on high. And we're going to let everything come up to temperature at the same time. And then as soon as it starts venting, I'll bring it back and I'll show you what we're going to do. The processing time for canning milk is going to be, you're going to process it as soon as you put your weight on and it gets to the 10 pounds of pressure. Doesn't matter what your elevation is, doesn't matter what size jar you're gonna do. You're gonna go till it hits 10 pounds and then you're gonna shut the heat off and that's it. That's all you have to do to process canning milk. I have a weight here that I need to take the pounds off of because I use 15 pounds of pressure with my elevation. So I need to take one of these off because this one does not have a gauge. The one with my gauge, I just kind of watch it and then as soon as it hits 10 pounds, shut it off. But with this one, I'm going to need it to jiggle for me to know. So with these, all you do is just kind of push up on the spout here, and one of the rings will come off. And then now this is a 10-pound weight versus a 15. So, just a little trick. both of them. This is starting to jiggle. My gauge is up to a 10. Both of them are at 10 pounds of pressure, so I'm gonna turn them off. And that's it. Now I'm gonna go about my day, let these sit. I'm gonna let them cool. Do not release the weight. Let them come down naturally, called a natural release. And then as soon as they're cool and the pin goes down, we'll crack them a little bit, let them cool for about 10 minutes, and then we'll pull them out and we'll see what we got. It is the next day. We have our milk here. All of them has sealed. As you can see, the chocolate milk kind of separated. It's got a little bit of the chocolate on the bottom, but you just shake it up and it looks like regular chocolate milk. Pretty cool. All we're gonna do is take the ring off. Ugh. This one did siphon a little bit. You see how it kind of oozed out a little bit, which is totally okay. It's normal. Sometimes no matter what you do, it'll siphon. I did open my canner a little too soon though, so that's what'll cause it. And then here's our regular white milk. So all we're gonna do is remove this ring, wash really good, date it, and put it on our shelf. Here's one that I've had in my storage since October. You can see it kind of has a little bit of a ring on top. I just shake it really good before I use it. I do think that it has a bit of a flavor, like the taste is a little different than regular milk. I do think it tastes a little more like evaporated milk. So I usually just use these for cooking, not for drinking. But I make gravies out of them, add them to stews, and they work out fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mama Baird, and I'll catch you next time.